An Alabama father,
28-year-old John DeBlase,
and the stepmother of 2 kids,
Heather Keaton,
they're under arrest on child abuse charges.
Charged with abuse of corpse and aggravated child abuse.
The children,
3-year-old Chase and 4-year-old Natalie,
have not been seen since June.
Police believe both DeBlase and the children's stepmother, Heather Keaton, are responsible for their deaths.
He has been very cooperative.
He's given us an indication of a location where they may be.
There is still no sign of the children.
We want to see their little faces.
The search is on to find these kids.
How can 2 tots be missing for this long and nobody says a word? Straight out to Sherry Ward, reporter with the Mississippi Register, joining us from Pascagoula, Mississippi. I don't get it, Sherry. What happened?
Well, from what we've been told by investigators, they actually left Mobile over the summer and moved to Kentucky, which is why no one had reported them missing, because they thought they'd moved away. Ms. Keaton actually went to the Kentucky police one day last week and told them that she needed a protection order against her husband because she was fearful for her life. And during the investigation, it came out that these children were most likely dead. Now, currently, she's pointing the finger at him, he's pointing the finger at her. He has actually taken investigators in 2 rural areas, one of them in Alabama and one of them in Mississippi, and says that's where the bodies of these children are. But so far, investigators haven't been able to find anything.
Joining us right now, Ellie Josted, our chief editorial producer. Ellie, I don't understand how now family and friends, relatives are saying, yeah, I haven't seen the kids for a couple of months now, and nobody bothered to call police?
Right. That's what's disturbing about this, Nancy. You've got a family that moved from Mobile to Louisville, Kentucky. Apparently, people said they saw the little girl back in June, maybe early July, around the time the family moved. But nobody apparently can account from this little boy's whereabouts since March. So we don't know the timeline here, but police say they believe boy killed in March, little girl may have been killed in June.
Joining me right now, special guest, Chief Michael T. Williams with the Mobile, Alabama Police Department. Chief, thank you for being with us. This whole case is a stunner to me. We've got no idea where their 2 tots are, siblings. Take a look at them. They should be getting ready to write their letters to Santa Claus, to sit on his knee at some shopping mall somewhere. But instead, we're trying to find out if they're even alive. You know, Chief, I just don't know how you keep going when you have cases like this to deal with. What do you know, Chief? I think I've got Chief Williams with me. Liz, do I have him? Can you get him up on satellite? Hello? Hi, Chief. Thank you for being with us. What do we know about the case?
I can tell you that we received information related to this investigation on November the 18th from Louisville, Kentucky. On December the 2nd, we found Mr. John DeBlase. He was arrested by Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Department in Florida. We brought him back to Mobile. We interviewed him. Based on the statements that he gave us, we believe that the 2 children are not alive. He gave us an indication of where the 2 children may be buried. During the weekend, we went to those 2 locations with search and rescue teams and did grid searches attempting to locate those children. We have not at this time located the children.
With me is special guest Chief Michael T. Williams, joining us from the Mobile, Alabama Police Department. What I was saying right before you got hooked in, Chief, is I was looking at the pictures of these 2 little children. They're so tiny. They're, I think, ages 3 and 4. They should be getting ready to write their letters to Santa Claus and go sit on his knee at some shopping mall. Or instead, we're trying to find out if they're dead or alive. And there you are out this close to Christmas doing a grid search for a 3- and 4-year-old's body. And what I don't get, Chief, is she comes in to report that she thinks she's in danger and she has never come in to report her children are missing?
That's correct, Nancy. These would have been her stepchildren.
What else did she tell you, Chief?
Her stepchildren.
Of course, Nancy, our hearts are broken because of these two beautiful children are missing and presumed to be dead. We will continue our searches until we locate the bodies and that they are properly buried.
Okay, Ellie just said at some point, didn't he say, or one of them said, that they weren't really clear about what happened because they were high on pills at the time?
Right. Well, the Jackson County Sheriff in Mississippi says that the father claimed he's not sure where he left the little boy's body. He was going to try to bury him. The ground is too hard, so he just threw the body out of the car. But they have not been able to pinpoint that exact location.
We are taking your calls out to Bonnie in New York. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Nancy. Thank you for coming back. It's nice to have you back.
Bonnie, I want to tell you how blessed I am to be back. Thank you.
My question is, where were all the family members, especially the biological mother?
Good question. Is Sherry Ward, reporter with the Mississippi Register, where is all the family?
Yeah, I spoke with the children's mother today, and she's disheartened, as you can expect. And she told me that when she and her ex-husband were divorced, that she was not in a suitable environment for the children, so she thought that it was best for them to go with the father. Now, she claims at the time that he was a good person, a very loving guy, and that somewhere along the lines he changed. And of course, she says if she had any idea that he could possibly do anything at all like this, that she certainly would not have sent the children with him. She did say today that she holds out hope that they are still alive. She said she will not believe it until an investigator actually says, hey, we have your children's body. So she said she's praying for a miracle.
Out to Pat Brown, criminal profiler and author. Pat, weigh in.
Well, I'm seeing a massive amount of dysfunction in these people. We have a mother who, you know, maybe she gave the kids over for a good reason, but she hasn't heard from the children in a year. You would think she would be, you know, doing everything she can to at least talk to the children. I say we just have a lot of people who just don't care that much about their kids.
Two young children, a brother and sister, have vanished.
Alabama police now say there's little hope that the two are alive.
Mobile police believe John buried his own children, 3-year-old Chase and 4-year-old Natalie.
According to what I'm reading, Natalie is 5, not 4. But, although that doesn't really matter at this point, but what is happening? You know, when you start adding up all these children, you know, add up all the children in like a week. I mean, this is a lot of children. I hesitate to count up all the children that have been found dead since I've been recording these shows since, what, August of 2008? I mean, it's a lot of children.